take it away.
So much Fortnite for getting us moved over here. I am SSK, your self-esteem kid for long, and I am here to play my favorite video game, Project M, Project Plus. Great maze. We'll talk more about the run a little bit. I'm joined by my good friend Wojo Ren, who is commentating for me.
Hi, I'm here too.
Alright, so we can kind of, there's kind of a lot to get started talking with right at the start. Just like a quick intro about the game. So this is a fan-made modification of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, a continuation of Project M, which aims to add balance changes, add mechanics changes, physics changes to make the gameplay more like Smash Bros. Melee on the GameCube. Add some characters, add some mechanics, things like that. There's some cool features that they added into Project Plus that aren't in Vanilla Brawl. One of them being a New Game Plus type of mode where you can access. Normally, you will only have access to some of the characters in the Great Maze, which is the end of the Subspace Emissary adventure mode. But by holding L, you get access to difficulty toggle and characters, even that weren't in Brawl originally, going Mewtwo, Knuckles. Normally you don't have these three yet. Sonic is fast. That's going to become important later, but I'll go ahead and select my characters for the start of the run here. And then time's going to start when I hit A to select Luigi here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo!
Alright, so right off the bat, we've got a boss battle. There's kind of 3 different modes of combat that we're going to be in, or modes of gameplay. So there's boss fights, there are character fights, and then there are just platforming moving throughout the overworld here. So boss fights, you hit the character until the HP bar runs out entirely. PD Piranha especially has a special mechanic where he's got 2 cages at the beginning of the game. You fight against PD Piranha, and he kidnaps Princess Peach and Zelda.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so Pit is invincible now because he got the Starman, so I just gotta run away and not engage for a little bit. Whichever cage you complete the health bar of is the character you unlock. You can also hit both PD and the cage with the same move, which is what I use to kind of speed through that as fast as possible. You saw against Pit, you've got the character fights. They do take characters do take more knockback than they do normally, so I'm hitting them harder than they're hitting me. So a lot of times they can just, if a fight goes well, I can finish them off in 1 or 2 hits. Pit likes to be a little bit of a troll there. Next up, we've got Kirby.
It's like any fight that you have in Smash Bros. Where things can go really well, really quick, or CPU can just all of a sudden fade.
Yeah, a lot of times with fighting game speedruns, it's kind of, you have the fastest option that you can go for, and you just have to hope that the AI lets you go for it. But on top of the combat, which feels very good, there's a lot of movements and remembering where to go in this run also. Oh, please, oh, please. Stop. Boomerang. Oh, that move looks really good. I should use Boomerang.
That's
Golden Hammer. That's the subtle foreshadowing. So we're in this Legend of Zelda-esque world where there's a light realm and a dark realm, and you gotta go through doors, those yellow and blue doors, to alternate dimensions. I died. That's probably not good. But now I get to play as Link. You select 4 different characters to be able to go through the game. Breaking these blocks here. Now a little bit of a cycle skip here. If I throw the boomerang and I jump over it, the boomerang goes onto the other side, and I break the block, saving one of those trips through those reality warping doors. There's multiple characters can break that block without having to go through the door. Samus can do that with her. She has an ice mode in Project M, and she has her down tilt. Throws a lot of particles that like can go through the wall. Oh, I forgot, by the way. After I get to the get to a save point room, I need to change my tag because we have a bid war. I just kind of started without regard for that. So I believe Poland 3 was the winner of the bid war.
It was with over $50 donated for that. I've been calling it now the cat emoji. But yes, Colton 3 cat emoji, that ended up being the winner.
All right, let me take care of Diddy Kong here, and then I can.
Yeah, you had it on during the training.
And then it's
just switching over to subspace. How can you switch to cat?
Yeah, I forgot. My bad. Thank you all so much for donating for that. All right.
Well, we should begin to say pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I think we have one more fight, which is against Alamon.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me switch back to here.
When we get to these little breakpoints in the Great Maze, it allows us not only to heal all of our percentage damage back, as well as get all of the characters back. If you want to, you can switch between the characters we're using. We want to be Sonic as much as possible.
Yes. Very bad. Ideally, all the character fights go like that. Where you just finish off the character right away. Sonic has two moves that are called Meteor Smashes. That send the opponent downwards. Smash Bros. Of course being a ring-out-oriented fighter as opposed to like dealing enough damage. Of course, if you miss that move, you could go down and you can die. Okay, please? Please? No, he has the gun now. Okay. So I'm getting a little bit trolled, and I'm forgetting to put on the incentive tag, so it's going really well so far. So I think this would be a great time. Sorry, go ahead.
Nothing. While we switch over, occasionally during Great Maze RTA, you do back out at a save point and then hop back in because there are a few different entrances to the maze. So that just saves us transporting along a bunch of platforming segments.
So that was like a built-in going back to the map, and then I just changed my tag from there. Something else that's cool that Project Plus added that wasn't in Brawl, if you hold Y in that character select section, you can choose the same character more than once. So that thing that we were saying about you want to be Sonic as much as possible, this helps you do that. So this is the Duon boss fight. Boss fights can be pretty RNG heavy. There's different attacks that they can go for that allow you to hit them more than others. Also, sometimes items spawn in. In that fight, a Bob-Omb spawned in behind Duon, and it backed into the bomb, dealing lots of damage to it. Very handy. So now we are inside the Halberd ship. We got Snake. Yeah.
And speaking of Snake, and speaking of Snake, we do have that incentive for Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater upgrade to all Keratins. We need $350 to reach that incentive for later on today. We're at $26, so still a bit of ways to go, but I know that with all of your donations, we can definitely reach that incentive soon. And I want to know, with your donations, put in the comments of your donations, which Smash Bros. Character is your main. I am fascinated to know what everybody's main is. Mine personally is, it depends. One-on-one, it's probably Adult Link, and in groups, it's actually Lucas, believe it or not.
Yeah, we just got done fighting my main here, Game & Watch. Love that guy.
He decided to be a real homie and help us out.
Yeah, sometimes they just decide they don't want to play anymore. Oh, I also haven't told anyone about this, but I want to throw in a little sweetener for this incentive. If we can get to 100 of the $350 by the final boss fight of this run, I will randomize my character. There is another feature that you can do is you can just make the cursor go everywhere. if we hit $100 towards that $350 for the incentive for Metal Gear, I will play as random characters for the final boss fight. Some of the characters are way better than others. So if you want to see some chaos, some shenanigans...
Fun little improv.
Yeah, a little bit of improv.
We'd love to see a little bit of improv. So in order to do that, we are $73.30 away from getting to $100.
Yeah, make sure you add the that target to your donation on the Spotify link. !donate in chats. If you're looking to donate to a good cause, Gate is doing some really important work, especially now.
Yeah, I could not agree more, and we've already had, so many donations come in, but I am confident, hopefully by the end of today, we'll get to $4,000 donated for Fast Pace for Pride 2025.
Yeah, big ups to everyone for hitting the $3,000 goal on day 2 of the 3-day event. That was huge. This community is doing so much great work, and I'm super stoked to be part of it. We're in the Ruined Zoo now. I think this is inspired by Mother 3. I don't know. I live in North America, so I don't know what's in this game.
I want to say yes, as someone who has never played Mother 3 either. As someone who's never played any game in the Mother / Earthbound series, I'm going to say yeah.
Big recommendation for Earthbound. I played that on the Switch Online. Especially if you have access to the Switch Online, I think it is like a modern quality of life improvement to have the rewind feature for it, because I'm a filthy cheater. I'm using Sonic when you're not supposed to have access to Sonic. Rewind in my RPGs out. Normally you can make that cycle running under those little ball bomb things. Next we got a boss fight against Porky here. That guy's from the Earthbound games. This is a pretty nice, sometimes...
Porky can get really old really quick. He has a lot of area effects stacks and things that just stun you.
Sometimes he jumps up really high and you can't hit him. Going back through this section, this is a maze after all. So there are parts that we'll be looping back to. I'm gonna run in here and take a heal real quick. And then go out into the jungle. Now each of these if you were to pause and look at the map, and you'd see that each of the there's 4 corners of the map, and each one of those 4 has a major heal point. And once you've unlocked the 4 of them, you can warp between them. So we're in this corner of the map, and each corner has 3 or 4 directions you can go from them. Pretty nice Donkey Kong fight, all things considered. That's a secret door that we'll go to later. Don't worry about the man behind the curtain.
That's the end of the game in there.
That's the end of the game's in there, but we haven't unlocked the end of the game yet. We've only got
we have more game to go.
Yeah, we've got more game until we get to the end of the game. Samus fight, and next up we've got one of my favorite platforming sections is coming up here. We're in the research facility, in the subspace plots. Samus finds Pikachu being trapped in here. They're doing experiments on him or something really sad. And you save your buddy Pikachu, and it's really for Pikachu and Samus.
It's the Great Maze as a concept in the Subspace Emissary, plot-wise, is the main bad guy has consumed portions of the map to feed into his own world or something, and that's what we're racing through.
Literally in lore, it's a nuke.
Yeah. And it just functions as a way to backtrack through all of the levels that you've done for the campaign so far, get a little bit of hit of each. All of the characters that you're playing against are in the sections they first pop up in the story, or where moments in the plot where they're most relevant to the story. So it's just really cute rundown memory lane, especially if you're someone who played Subspace Emissary long time ago and just want a highlight of the best parts.
Yeah, this is a fun abbreviated. The full Subspace run is 2 hours long. This, as you can see, my estimate is 35. Abbreviated. This is one of my favorite parts of the run. There's 3 switches you've got to hit. The first switch There's a long room that you gotta go all the way to the left, grab a key, and then come back to hit the switch, or you can hit the switch from below, saving having to go through halfway. The second switch I hit in, like, the lobby area on my way to this door, where you climb up to that top of there, fight Rob, come back down, and then we fight Ridley here. It feels very good to, like... You can also play as any character in this game. So if you were to want to do this with, like, you know, Bowser, you can. He's not quite as fast as Sonic, but you could. The fight there. That's a pattern that takes kind of a while. Let me throw stuff at him. There we go. Throw a bomb, throw a baseball bat. Just move along. Oh, I got a trophy. Nice. What do we got here? Next we got the Bowser fight coming up. We gotta run in here to unlock this warp point.
This is my favorite platforming section coming up across, or one of my favorite. We are going through just a tunnel with a whole bunch of flames across, but we can just hit some buttons in order to knock them out of the way, and so it's trying to just make cycles in order to keep our path.
Ooh, okay. I kind of got owned at the start there, but that was pretty clean coming out of that in the second half. And then in the second half of this, after the Bowser fight, we just have to go back to where we came from. This is the second, like, quit out map warp thing that we do. Four Sonics and then press the A button 2 more times. And we go into the same room, and then we've got a little minecart section where we're going to be just kind of watching the screen scroll. I'm going to stand up and show you guys a t-shirt with my cat on it that my wife gave me, and while I do that, I'm going to throw it over to Fortnite for any messages.
That is absolutely fantastic. Do kind of want to again give a shout out to Gate, who we are raising money, and we want to also talk real quickly about what Gate's all about and their work on movement building, which focuses on increasing training, support, and capacity building opportunities, and the availability and accessibility of financial support for TGDI communities and movements. This includes providing free online training to our communities through the Gate e-Learning Institute, which was launched in November 2022, and in the first 6 months alone was accessed by activists in 34 countries worldwide. And we are so happy with all the donations we've received throughout Gate, including a $25 donation from Final Flame that says, "What is about a random character for the final boss? Why not? Let's see some more awesomeness in this marathon." So now we are, if my math is right, $48.30 away from getting to $100 to the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater upgrade to all characters to get to $100 out of the $350 total we need to meet that incentive. So I know you can do it, chat. We're only less than $50 away from getting that special incentive totally planned out from the very beginning. Don't at me.
One thing that the Project Plus does is they buff the CPUs. The two most prominent, or most noticeable instances of this are Fox and Falco. They are two of the top characters in Melee, and they just kind of like are really not overtuned, but they are a lot tougher than you'd expect with the CPU. It's not very... they don't go easy on me. Falco was really nice to me. Fox is kind of owning me a little bit. Ow.
The easy mode selection is for extra damage knockback, not necessarily CPU level.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Please. Thank you. Okay.
Bad DI from him. In addition to those two space animals, we also took down my main, King DDD.
Yeah, he waits at the end of the minecart shaft.
Yeah.
The king yearns for the mines, as they say.
He's the true hero of the story when you think about it.
He is. He saves Kirby and Luigi and Ness. Or three of the characters in this game. A little bit sloppy getting over here, but... Ooh, get out. There's a lot of traps. It's like, you know that Meverse post of like, who thought it was okay to put this here and there's just like a spring to stop you from running forward? It's like that. They did a lot of that in this game.
Hey, Ridley's back!
Oh hey, but this time he's meta.
And he starts from the left side of the screen this time.
Yeah. He's really big. I think he is too big to ever be... Ow. Ooh. Ow. It's okay, I have Sonic now.
Oh good, I don't see it.
Something really too big for Smash. This is another kind of where he goes away, he charges up an attack.
He also gets progressively more annoying during the fight because he hovers less and less over the blue Falcon as he's in his waiting period, the more damage you do to him. So you eventually have to start jumping completely off stage in order to deal any attacks. Which is fine for some characters, but not quite for Sonic, especially given that his up airs are like the move we're using most often, and it gives us not the most amount of time to get back.
Yeah, and his recovery getting back to the stage is it's more vertical than horizontal. He doesn't have as much horizontal leeway in the air. So now we got a pretty long platform section while we get over to Galleon. After we take out Mario from Super Mario. Maybe you've heard of it.
It's a tiny... I mean, it rings a bell.
I've seen him once or twice.
Originated from a 1985 Japanese platforming game Super Mario Brothers.
Now you lost me.
Oh, okay. I know I'm getting kind of deep into the iceberg here.
Listen. I'm not that into... I'm not super in-depth on indie titles, that's all I'm saying.
Ooh, I gotta... Please? Normally... Okay, we did get... Normally, that section kind of takes care of itself, but I had to manually hit those bumpers to open up the sections, because my timing was still off. I was a bit too slow, as Sonic would say.
And the enemy with the wind box there certainly doesn't help with finding a particular part.
Yeah, the Blowy Joseph there, you just like...
That is actually the canon name of that enemy, is Blowy Joseph.
Blowy Joseph, yeah. If I'm wrong, you need to donate with what name that guy has. Oh.
Absolutely, because we only have what a handful of minutes before we have to close that impromptu incentive to get a random character for the final boss. Again, we are $48 and 30 minutes away, which, by the way, and I do want to point out something that was told to me. If we get to if we get a total $48.30 to meet that incentive and get to exactly $100 for the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater incentive to upgrade to all Keratons, our total amount will donated for Fast Pace for Pride will be $3,399.99.
Come on, guys. That's a really fast Charizard fight. Alright, so coming up here is like, there's an opportunity for a very difficult cycle skip. I can get like the easy version of it. The easy version is getting past that before Indiana Jones style get closed off here. This platform does go back down, but it is possible. Very tight, but it is possible to go, like, to get past that before it drops all the way down. Jumping through this underground maze. This has got a remix of the underground theme from Super Mario Land for the Game Boy, which this song slaps, by the way. One of my favorite, probably remixes that they put in the Brawl soundtrack. Lots of, like, Nintendo music, obviously, as a Nintendo crossover game, but it's also got great remixes as well. Zelda is one of those really, has a big chance to troll, but she played pretty nice there. Now I've got to run all the way to this side here. Excuse me, thank you. And we take down Peach, and then we've got another map work after this. Oh, I thought she was going to
so close. Yeah.
Oh, but I'm so fast.
Good dash dances. There's a bunch of techniques that we're using during these fights that we're kind of just assuming. We're hoping that people in the audience know from years of competitive Melee being on the esports scene, but
Because I know everyone in chat has years of Melee experience under their belts.
Yeah. But there's so much complexity to the fights, to how you're able to move your character, both in Melee and in Project Plus, that are super fun to dive into, even if you don't plan on competing like in any scene. SSK said it is his favorite game. It's one of my favorite games. It's just endless fun to have.
I love this game.
It was in your wedding vows.
It was my wife who mentioned this game, not me. Oh no, Sonic, you're falling down the hallway. Luigi also has the opportunity to troll. And he just... Goodbye, Luigi. Firebox. I wonder what happens if I hit it. We'll never know. Taking care of Luigi, now we've got a bit more platforming to get to Rayquaza. Rayquaza? I always thought it was Rayquaza.
I always heard it as Rayquaza as well.
I always wanted to call it Rayquaza, but then I heard it was Rayquaza, and it just does not. It doesn't sit well with me. I don't know why.
Who said that? I just want to talk.
I think that's the actual official pronunciation, Rayquaza.
Game Freak. More like Phonics Freak, am I right?
Or actually, no, it may be Rayquaza.
Rayquaza is I can live with that.
Yeah. It's better, but I still like Rayquaza.
Rayquaza also played pretty nice there. It has a few patterns that can really troll. But
there are a few moves it does where it just disappears from the screen entirely, but it just sat still and let us womp on it.
So now you'll recognize that arena that I just spawned into after the Rayquaza fight from the beginning of the run. That's because we've unlocked the 4 warp corners, so we don't have to do the map quit warp thing anymore. Now we've got this guy, who I don't recognize because I live in North America. Alright, goodbye.
You're too slow.
No, my main!
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got another...
We'll remember this.
Like a vertical platforming section. If you're familiar with a video game called Celeste, this is kind of like that, where there's like a mountain and I'm climbing up it with platforming.
If you think about it, Shadow is just kind of like battling for Sonic.
That's true. That's true and real. Oh, I just saw a huge donation.
Oh, and that we did. We got a $46 donation from a tea tree saying, I rolled a 5d20 to randomize my donation amount, and this is what it came up. Only a few dollars left to go for that random boss fight, chat. Yeah, that's right. We are now $2.30 away from getting to $100. Come on, chat. $2.30. That is a total of 230 pennies. That is, what is that? 23 dimes. That is, if I'm doing my math correctly, 46 nickels.
It's enough to get you
all of it.
1 saltine cracker from Whole Foods.
Just one whole saltine cracker.
Oh, got a pretty cool...
So yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
So you want to make sure that that donation, that we get this final random character final boss fight, when you are donating those $2.30, make sure that you select Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater Upgrade to all characters as where your donation is going to go towards to. It's only going to count this $100 goal that we set up 20 minutes ago. If you did, actually, wait. You know what?
Ooh,
I'm going to interrupt myself because we just did. We had a $3 donation from Wojo.
Yes! No
comment. And now we are at over 100. Actually, not only are we at technically a little over $100 towards the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater incentive, we have now surpassed $3,400. Total raise for this weekend for Fast Pace for Pride. Oh, thank you so much. $3,400 for Gate. I am so supremely proud of everyone here for getting us to this number.
That's awesome work. Thank you so much, T-Tree and Wojo, for your donations.
My pleasure.
So this part that you just saw me run through is the longest straight line platforming section, like where you're just running in a straight line. And before I learned from I was doing runs of this, and then like a dev came into my Twitch chat and like, hey, did you know you can just play as any character in any level? And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Kobe.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I tried to do the cool thing. You can throw the keys at the door and it unlocks Kobe.
But it can also hit enemies and get blocked.
Yeah.
But it's swag when you do it. This is the final character fight,
True.
if memory serves me right.
You're too slow.
And a heel stomp to
Dunksies.
finish her off.
And this final character fight leaves us right directly into the end of the game.
We'll watch
SK,
this
you got it for
cutscene
me?
real quick. I think I've got time. I should probably check and make sure I've got time. Yeah, I've got time. Oh, yeah, this face is kind of nice. What? Who's this? It's Sonic.
Yep, Sonic's in this game. You know, it makes more sense for
Oh my
him
god,
to
it's
show
Silver
up
the
here.
Hedgehog. Aw, never mind.
All right, spin the wheel.
My main!
I got DDD. What do we got?
My main!
DDD. Oh, let's go. Oh, Falcon. We got some nice picks here. Okay.
DDD Falcon and the Lynx. Okay.
No. So normally in Subspace you have 6 characters for this taboo fight, but you only have 4 due to the it's something to do with the. Get up.
Nicely done.
Probably like a side effect of the selecting any character. Alright, that's a full screen attack that kills you in 1 hit. And I dodged it 3 times in a row. I am going to let Captain Falcon have some fun here.
Yeah, Falcon is one of the better characters to get if you're doing a random roll, just because of how fast he is across the entire screen, as well as him having extremely powerful aerial attacks that deal damage no matter where Taboo is.
Yeah, Falcon is the fastest character in this game not named Sonic. I thought I did.
Time is going to be on this final hit, by the way.
Alright.
Sliver of health.
That's time. That's time.
GG. Unfortunately, we could not get to my main link, which was in the batter's box. But either way, I'm very happy with this. Totally planned out from the very beginning. It was on the schedule this entire time. Random character for the final boss.
Thanks for humoring me and letting me throw that in. Thanks for having me. That's the end of the run. You've got the brawl credits that I'll kind of let play here. Thank you so much to the Fast Pace for Pride team for having me on. Thank you so much for Gates for all the important work that you're doing right now. Is my favorite game. I play other games sometimes on my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/selfesteemkit. Thank you to my good friend Wojo for commentating. If you got anything you want to shout yourself out for.
It was a pleasure to be here. Always happy to help with anything Project Plus. You can find me at twitch.tv/wojo42, or you can take a short right there with watchwojo.com, a real URL. Yeah.
All right. SSK, Wojo, thank you so much. This was an absolute treat of a run and absolutely just phenomenal stuff right there. And that will be it for me. But before I sign off as your host, I want to give one final massive donation announcement. We got a $99.28 donation from the cat emoji, :3, whatever you want to call it. Comment? Cat emoji, :3, whatever you want to call it. It's the singular emoji right there, putting us at $200 towards the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater upgrade to all characters. That means we are only $150 away from reaching that incentive, and also, we are literally 1 cent away from getting to $3,500 raised for Gate for this entire weekend, and I better, like, as soon as I sign off, I better see y'all donating to get to 3,500. I better see us beat $3,792. I better see y'all get to $4,000 before this day is done. But before I sign off for real this time, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you for Fast Pace Event for organizing this event. Thank you to Gate for doing the work that it's done for years, and really, donate to Gate. Trans rights are human rights. I am very, very happy with all the work and everything we've accomplished so far, but there is still a lot left to be done. But with that being said, I am done, and HUD601 is going to be your new host. I don't want to say I'm jealous, but Devil May Cry